Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Research Park at IIT Madras, a unique platform which brings faculty, students and industry professionals all together to collaborate and create innovative solutions to deal with global problems, driving creativity, innovation advancement, growth and entrepreneurship. Let's get to know all about innovation culture in the country and the Research Park from Padma Shri Professor Ashok Jhunjhunwala.
Our young talent, I see our young talent, students studying in college, pretty much in any college. I have more contact with engineering, but I presume similar thing you will find in other disciplines also. But engineering colleges from small towns, from all over the place, you find the young 18-year, 19-year, 20-year youngsters are very good. If you inspire them, if you get them to start working hard, they can actually climb big mountains. The best way to inspire them is to take up a challenge of something which otherwise cannot be done. And the only way you can do the impossible is by innovation. So we are very clear. Our slogan is, impossible is possible. And the youngsters can actually drive this and do things which we cannot even imagine. That is what will rebuild India. That's what will take India to the future. So while I was doing number of companies, incubating number of companies in 90s, we recognized one thing, that if you really want to drive innovation, you need three elements. One is faculty, number two is industry person, and number three is these youngsters. Now, we already have very high quality faculty at IIT Madras. We wanted to bring industry persons right in middle of them. And we knew that there are large number of youngsters in IIT, but also in engineering colleges around, and we can hire them. If we can put these three sets of people together, they drive innovation. Each play a very specific role. The faculty, quality faculty has width of knowledge. You come with any new area, they know something about it, they can fairly easily go in depth and figure it out. The industry person knows how to convert prototypes into commercial products. Basically, technology to commercialization takes place because of the industry person. This youngster does not know that it cannot be done. So, he's ready to take up impossible challenges and work 16 hours a day if required, and that results into innovation. This is something that we had learned. Now, IIT already had the faculty. We needed just next to it a place which can bring this industry person and these youngsters from engineering colleges all over India to drive innovation. And we conceived of the Research Park way back in 1998. It took us a long time. Only around 2008, we were able to get a land adjacent to IIT. We had put that it has to be cycling distance. And fortunately, we got it just across IIT. And we built a bridge. We call it Industry Academia Bridge. So that we came from academia to industry, we marry them together, use get these youngsters to work very hard and drive innovation. That is what we did. In the beginning, everybody questioned whether something like this is possible. We were always risk takers. We believed that this is the forward direction. We just drove this, and today we succeeded. The other important thing that we did is that we did not seek funding for setting up the park and running this park. We decided that this should also come up like a startup. We will take some seed funding. Beyond that, we will borrow money from the banks and make it commercially viable, like any startup. Actually, that is a very, very good formula, because if you do that, you are up on your toes 24/7 to try to make it successful. And that is what our team did, and today we have made it a big, big success. I will say what helped me most. The most important thing was being totally independent of either the government or even the IIT administration. This belongs to IIT, but yet we were, for day-to-day functioning, we are independent. Our policies were driven by a board, a very powerful board. We had 10 or 11 industrialists on the board, people like Murugappan, people like Chris Gopalakrishnan, Gopal Srinivasan, and a few faculty members. And also a few representatives from the government. This board gave us immense amount of power, and we are ready to drive the impossible. Challenges, well, you face challenges every day. You overcome them and then you forget the challenges. So I don't remember the challenges that we faced. I think today if you ask me, I think it was a cakewalk. There was no challenge. Make it financially independent. Make it independent of everyone. Find the right person, motivated, passionate to drive it. Start like a startup. Very frugal, very little money, and get commercial success. Because none of these big dreams are possible if you do not succeed commercially. The fact that we were able to return all the loans with interest and become profitable was the key thing that drove us. All our startups also followed. They also started with some seed money, some here and there investment, but then they gave multiples of the investment back to the investors. When you do this, you really make a difference, and that's what has happened. That's what we did. That's what our startups have done. You know, our youngsters, people like you, have immense capability. If we can nurture them, inspire them, drive them, they can climb many, many, many Everests. That is what India requires. India has anyway a very large population, and therefore a very large market. If we combine this with innovation, make affordable products that we need, we can be the best in the world. The biggest obstacle the country faces is that if we do not synergize the energy of this youth and divide them in the name of caste, in the name of community, in the name of religion, get them to fight each other, we can dissipate all the energy. If we can overcome that, then we can nurture them to first serve the country, then serve every person in the society, and then serve every person on this earth. You know, this pralay that sometimes as a child we used to hear, that pralay aayega, I think we have a very serious problem in terms of climate change. It is destroying the world. It is up to us, our youngsters. In their lifetime, they will see the destruction. So they have to reverse it. And towards that, they need a lot of things, including technologies. We cannot keep on depending on importing technology. That doesn't help because our country cannot afford that. Only a small section of people can afford it. If we really want change, we need to build sustainable technology which combat climate change and which becomes affordable to almost everyone in the country. This is what we need, and our youngsters can do it. This is the way to go, and our biggest obstacle is divide them. I think you should not be afraid to fail. You fail, get up, try again. You are likely to fail again. Do not worry, get up again. You are young, once again get going. Maybe one more time you will fail. But if you keep getting up after every failure and going on, reinventing yourself, learning from all the past mistakes, you will certainly succeed. I have seen everyone who tries hard succeed, and there is nothing that can stop them.